What's been jumping out to you so far? 7 days into fall camp. How do you feel this tight end room is collectively coming along?
We're coming along well. I mean, it's friendly competition. Everybody's pushing each other to be better every day. We're all physical. We can all make plays in the pass game, as everyone's been seeing. So we just want to come out and be the best on the field every time we come out.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, man, it's just we go in that room every day. We brought our goals on the board, and we just know how we want to compete. I mean, me and him talk crap to each other all the time about who's gonna catch more balls and do this and that. So, we come out here and we just compete, man. Our goal ultimately is like we want four tight ends on the field at a time. That's our goal to get the practice. Whether it's 12, 13, 11, we just want to be the best player on the field. That's what we're trying to do every day.
Looks like Ryan's stepping up, making some more big plays, especially in the passing game. What's it like seeing him, guy who's kind of putting in the grind for a couple of years now, kind of jumping out a little bit more.
And he deserves it. He works his tail off. I mean, if you go ask him, he'll tell you who's the fastest tight end in the room, even though we won't agree with him. But I mean, he's working his tail off. He's catching the ball. I think it's just a testament to us, getting on the jugs and just doing extra stuff and catching balls every day. And I think, obviously him being in the passing game is going to be a new thing that he hasn't done very often, but now he's got used to it. And we talk about how fun it is. So it's nice going into a film room in the meetings and seeing each one of us catching 2 or 3 balls of practice. So it's definitely a good feeling. He deserves all he's getting.
100%. Ryan works hard, and it even shows in the offseason how hard he works from the weight room to now. He works hard every day. He pays attention to details and meetings. So, that's why he's been so successful right now.
So if he's not the fast tight end, who is? Who gets that title?
Me.
Bro, no, it's me. If we line up in a race,
me for sure.
if we line up in a race, I'd win.
So didn't you guys do the off-season testing where they get the miles per hour going?
Yeah, but the catapults don't count.
Is it you?
Catapults don't count. No, listen, catapults are so different. I don't care. If we line up in a race and have a 4-way race,
what you're going on. You're
yes.
saying in a game.
Yes.
We'll see this year.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Because I know we're both gonna get out in the open, so we're definitely gonna see who's really the fastest. So I might have to come chasing me, catches the ball, and see if I can catch him.
So how's the report coming along? Obviously, quarterback competition's kind of taking center stage. Of just you don't have that QB1 as of yet. How's that kind of rapport building in terms of you and the receiver, the other offensive playmakers?
Both quarterbacks have been great, honestly. They take the time to come out and work with us. They'll talk to us after practice of what they've seen, what they haven't seen, and they pay attention to details. See all the little things that we're doing wrong. Come to us. I have trust in every quarterback in this room right now, so I think it's a great competition.
Yeah, I think it's just been about building a relationship. Obviously, you got T who's done the tight end a lot last year, and then you got Drew who threw to a lot of tight end in Notre Dame. So I think we're they both know we're reliable targets, and I think just in terms of in general the whole span of all 11 guys on the field, I think it's just about building relationships and seeing who's going to be the playmaker. And at the end of the day, both those guys are going to be ready to go. I mean, obviously, y'all know T's story. Y'all know Drew coming from Notre Dame. At the end of the day, it's going to be about them two competing, making the best out of each other and see who's going to come out on top. And we know either way, whoever's back there is going to help us win football games.
What are some of the things that you guys want to do as a tight end group over the next 3 weeks to make sure you guys are ready for Southern Utah?
Just to continue to be consistent at practice. Like you said, we've been having 2-3 catches every practice. We want to keep that going into the games, so that's a good habit once we get in the games, have 2-3 catches in the game so our coaches can see us, doing well, especially also in the run game, dominating the run game. We have some good teams coming up. We have Oklahoma State, who have a big front, so, it'll be good to be physical in the run game and the pass game, pretty much be unstoppable.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, being old reliable. I mean, when I think of tight ends, I think of guys that, that literally when it's third down and you need a catch, I think of the guys like Jason Witten, Antonio Gates, guys like that. We want to be guys like that when it comes down to it, we're going to be reliable and we're going to catch the ball in a big situation when they need us. And like you said, again, also in the run game, we need to be physical. We can't be tight ends that are just out running routes. Even though that's what we like to do. But at the end of the day, we got to be physical in the run game. I mean, whether it's me and him or me and Messiah or him and Messiah, Ryan's in there, it's our goal is to just be physical and, dominate. And I think so far been through practice going that a lot of it's just building it and getting chemistry. I mean, like I said, all of us were here together last year. I think that's one thing we have above a lot of people is we have the same room. So besides 2 walk-ons, which have been doing really well, they're doing really good as well. So I think it's just about, doing what we know how to do and showing what we're about.
Coach mentioned culture wins, and as someone who was here last year, how far do you think the culture has come from last year?
Well, we're far along from last year. Coach Dillingham, he's real stern on culture and what needs to be done, doing the right thing. Open the door for people, make sure we pick up trash, being nice at all times. That's really huge for us, and then it carries out to the field. And, when we get into it with our brothers, he always has us come back to the floor. So Coach Dillingham has done a great job of inciting culture. That was the first thing he brought up at the team meeting. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, y'all know it. I mean, he doesn't put up with BS. If something happens, he'll kick guys off the team. He does not care. He doesn't care if the best player or the worst player, So I think that's a big part of it. And like you said, I mean, it's bigger than on the field stuff. You know, there's a culture on the field, but it's also off the field, in the locker room, talking to people, you know, just being nice. I mean, even being with y'all, you know. So, you know, I think it's just a big part of it, you know, that he trying to kind of emphasize. And, you know, like you said, man, it's just about building relationships, being a brotherhood. And I think even the culture in the tight end room, I mean, like I said, again, it's the same guys, but it's building a culture. It's getting what everybody wants to do. Like, you know, it's Masai's been here. He's a vet. You know, he's been here for 5 years, 6 years, 5. Been here for 5 years. He was in JUCO for 2. Now he's been here for 2. I've been here for 4 now. So like and Brian's been here for 4 or 5. I can't remember. Like, we're a very, very experienced room, and I think a lot of it's just gonna need to we got to carry that over, and we got to be leaders. You know, when it comes to practice, all of us. When it comes to, you know, if we get in bad situations, this and that, to improve the culture and, you know, keep it going.
All right, speaking of an experienced room, Coach Mons was saying that with his personality and his size, they're kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, but he said you're kind of that bridge in the middle. So do you see people kind of, if they need to go one way or another, so you need to talk to, approaching you just about certain things?
Oh, yeah, 100%. You know, I live with Masai, and I hang out with him all the time. So it works out perfectly.
Literally.
Yeah. It works out perfectly all the time, you know. For me, I just try to bring the energy to the room to bring everybody up, you know. When I see Jalin make a play, I want to go out and make a play. And, you know, even in the weight room, even when we're just all hanging out, like, we all make a competition, make it fun, so we can just keep, you know, we can carry it on everywhere, you know. So we all feed off each other, though, energy-wise. We joke about it with Messiah. We talk about, you know, he's older. We talk about me and him.
That's the profit.
We're a little bit childish. So,
RPB.
You know, so it's a good balance. It's a great balance in the room, for sure.
Blocking isn't sexy, but you guys have both made a tremendous amount of strides.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what has that been like?
Yes, sir. Just paying attention to detail. You know, we really paid attention to Mons and what he had said, what we need to pick up from in the spring, how we just need to be physical in the run game, footwork, all that good stuff. So blocking has improved for me and him both. You know, we send each other clips, we talk about it, what we could have done right there, and, you know, we always make sure that next practice we come out, we fix that mistake we made.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go
no,
ahead.
I was just gonna piggyback with what he said and just say, like, it needs to be good for us right now, especially with the offense we're running, where, you know, we're gonna be throwing it a lot, but we got to be able to be in the run game too to make it, you know, keep people on their toes.